slip on your mat, okay? So if your mat, for whatever reason, is slippy, on this one, you're going to want to sit, face the front edge of your mat. We're going to walk forward and bring our back onto the top of the ball. So if your mat's slippy, you want to have your feet maybe on the floor where you're not going to slip. And you're going to come to where your hips are supported by the front of the ball, and then your middle back is really kind of over the top. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide, and just inhale and wrap your spine out over the ball into this nice extension. So allow your chest to open here. I have my feet lined up with my sit bones. Make sure they're slightly more narrow than your hip width apart, unless you need more stability, okay? There's always that option. So inhale here with an exhale. I want you to curl your chin in towards your chest. Bring your shoulders just in line with your hips. So you just come up here. You're not going to come any higher in your curl or chest lift forward. And then from here, we're going to lift the chest straight up towards the corner of the ceiling, and then down and go back into your extension. Exhale forward, lift it up.
Do you need a doctor check?
And find your extension.
He's out.
That's it. Good. So as you initiate that first curl forward, think about your ribs, guys. Think about sliding these ribs down to your hips. Lift, lower, and curl the spine over into the extension. So the reason why I want you to concentrate on
such a good job
your rib cage is because it really is around your rib cage. That is what initiates your curl of your head, neck, and shoulders coming forward. It's not pressing on the head. It really isn't the tuck of the chin. The tuck of the chin is just
the ball really helps engage the core.
Okay? And help bring that head up because it's heavy. And here we go. Lift, lower, and go back into your extension. All right, we're going to change it here. Take a big inhale with an exhale. Curl your chin in towards your chest. You're going to round all the way forward, bringing your shoulders up over your hips. Careful here that as you're over your hips, you stay in a nice big round C form, and then you're going to round all the way back down into your extension. Exhale, press those lower ribs back and down into the ball. Rolling it up and over, and rounding, unfurling the spine all the way back. Exhale, press your belly button back. Inhale as you go back down. So make sure that you're not moving your hips forward and back, but it's your spine that's coming up and over, and then your spine that's rolling back down and over that ball.
Whoa, definitely feeling it.
Your breath. So you exaggerate. It's okay to exaggerate, yeah? You might find a deeper engagement in your muscles around your spine, and that's what we're looking for. That's it. So the ball behind you here, this might be like a really classical thing to do on the ball, to be honest. Something that I'll...
Did you do a number 2s in there? Or was that just guesses? It was just the guesses. That's what I thought, because you already went earlier. This is what I do, sweetie. Okay.
A lot of us see, and we might kind of forget it in our routine, thinking like, oh, it's kind of boring, it's not as fun, it's not as different, but it's really effective. So don't leave it out, and having the ball underneath you here is such an asset because you can really press your low back against the ball as you're curling up and over, okay? And that's how you're gonna get that deeper connection through your pelvic floor and through those muscles around
I
your
gotta
spine.
straighten my mama pooch, that's all that matters to me.
Those superficial abdominal muscles. And that's what makes the difference.
The muscles is under the layer of poochies.
Okay?
Yes, Hazel.
Go all the way
Yes,
back
Hazel.
out. Exhale.
It's
Bring
your
it
fault,
up
but that's
halfway.
okay.
Hold it here. Lengthen your arms out in front of you. Twist to your left, face center. Twist to your right, face center. Twist left. So as we're doing this, press your belly button, press your low back against the ball. So your low back is in contact with the ball. Your spine is in a flexed forward position. but you're lifting through the crown of your head. You're not slumped, okay? You're not like sat into yourself here. You're lifting up and back. And draw the belly in as you twist. And twist. Good. Now watch your knees.
This is good.
Is one knee pulling forward and one knee pulling back as you twist, or are they staying the same place in space? A fun little exercise to do is position your feet against a wall in front of you. Let your knees gently touch that wall, and then you'll get feedback from the wall as to if your knees are staying in contact evenly with the wall as you twist, or if you're having a pullback. And that just means that as you twist, your hips are twisting with you instead of a twist coming purely from your thoracic spine. And right now we're really trying to target right around your rib cage.
I feel it.
So we're not going to let those hips move.
I feel my obliques.
Roll it all the way back out over the ball. Hands behind your head to support the weight of your head. Enjoy the extension here. Open up your abs. Take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to round it all the way up and forward. Shoulders over your hips. And lengthen your spine up tall. Okay? From here, all I want you to do is bend your knees and let your hips drop down, just hovering over the floor. You can walk your feet forward slightly. Your entire back is supported by the ball. Reach your arms straight out and forward. We're going to straighten your legs, roll your spine up over the ball. Engage your glutes so you don't roll off left to right. And fold forward as you bend your knees. Inhale, reach it up and over. Exhale, come forward. So though this looks like a stretch, and it is, at the same time you're finding your glutes and the whole backs of your legs, pressing your feet into the ground to help yourself stay stable right over the top of that wall and not move from left to right. Last time. Up and over. And pull it in. Bend your knees and come down. All right, you guys. You can sit it down. Go ahead and bring this ball over around to the front of you. Scooch yourself back to the middle of your mat. Bring the ball there onto your mat, and we're going to lay down onto your back. So go ahead and come on to your back, head onto the mat, and we're going to start with the bottoms of your feet on your ball near the top. Arms long by your sides. We're going to work into some bridging here. Squeeze your legs together, okay? Press the backs of your shoulders down against the mat, and that for me pops my ribs up here towards the sky. So I'm just going to take a big in breath, and with my exhale, I'm just going to allow those ribs to relax down. So I'm not forcing or pressing them down so they can't breathe anymore. I'm letting my breath relax them down. My next breath, I'm going to breathe in to my upper back, okay, behind here, so that I can keep this engagement here. All right, with your next exhale here, we're going to squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders, so don't pop the chest here, right? So just hips in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes. All right, straighten the legs, bend the knees. Straighten the legs, bend the knees. You're keeping the hips the same place in space. They're not dropping, okay, as you bend and straighten. That's it. Now you might really feel this quickly in your hamstrings. Don't think about your hamstrings. Try and bring your focus to your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. Don't let them go. Bend it in. Hold it here. Take an inhale. Swallow. Soften the back of your throat. Start to roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Coming down to the waistband and then all the way back down to your tail. Good job. From here, bring your heels to the top of your ball. We're going to dig those heels into the ball. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Slowly roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Tail comes off first. Bringing those hips back in line with your shoulders. Same thing here. Straighten. Dig your heels in to pull the ball back. Straighten and bend. Straighten.
My hamstrings hurt from yesterday too much.
3 and 2.
Woo.
Last one. Bend it in. Roll it down with control. Use your breath. Bring everything down. From here, we're gonna bring the bottoms of our feet back onto the ball. Extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. We're gonna round it up into that bridge just on the left leg. You can squeeze your knees together if that helps. And we're gonna lift it up. At this point, the knees come apart and lower down. I'm articulating my spine down, so I could have gone straight down with my glutes. I'm choosing to articulate the spine. Articulate your spine up. Press your arms down into the
my
mat.
hamstrings.
And bring it down. One more time. Articulating up. And bring it down. Bring this foot down onto the ball. Left foot straight up towards the ceiling. Again, if you want to be easier, only yogi meal. We'll separate once you get up there. You're going to peel it up and down. That's it. So imagine someone is pulling your leg up towards the ceiling and down. One more time. Peeling that spine up and off the mat and lower down. Good job, you guys. Pick the ball up in between your legs. Bring it into your hands, legs to tabletop. This ball is going to press onto the tops of your knees. Your arms are straight up towards the ceiling. Left hand, right knee. Press the ball. Pinch it between, and the right arm goes back overhead. Left leg out to 45. Bring it back in. Alternate. Good. So what you're looking for here is those low ribs to stay sliding down towards your hips. It's all about your core. 360 around your spine here. Good. Don't let your low back pop up towards the ceiling. So you have natural space underneath the small of your back. Don't squeeze that out. Simply don't let that space get larger as your extremities elongate away from your core.
Ooh, I feel that in my lower core.
Belly button to your spine.
Right where I need it.
One more. Hold it here. Take a breath. Bring your knees in for a moment. Never sacrifice your form just because you want to do more, okay? Come back, and we're gonna go right arm back, left leg up to the ceiling, lower it down, and lift. Lower and lift. Only go so far down as you can control your pelvis.
Hey, look, this is hot.
We're gonna go down, circle out.
What's Mama doing?
Lift up, down, circle out, lift up, down, circle. Reverse your circles.
There's no circles happening.
Lift up. So there
I just had a baby 4 months ago.
Crossing the midline
It's
of
enough
our
that
body.
I just do this.
That's it. Bend the knee. Bring the arm back up.
We'll upgrade to circles
Take a
later.
breath to prepare. Exhale, extend the arm back overhead. Leg goes up and down. So your range of motion is according to how you can keep your pelvis stable, okay? Low back isn't arching.
That is no joke.
Down, circle out, around, and up. Those circles aren't big because you don't want to feel your body rocking over to the right. Okay? Reverse the circle and lift. Out around, lift. Last one. Lift. And then in. Bring the feet down. And you did it. All right, you guys. You're going to bring the ball to your shins and really press it against your shins. We're going to let ourselves kind of use the momentum here to rock ourselves up. So I'm going to let my feet go up, and here we go. Rock it up. There we go. Balancing just behind your sit bones. Keep your feet up above the mat. We're going to inhale, rock back, exhale forward. Press the ball against your legs, legs against the ball. Inhale, exhale, hollow out your belly to come up. Rock only back onto your shoulders, never onto your neck. Inhale, scoop the belly, lift the butt. Come back. Inhale. And good. Don't let the head toss back as you rock back. Keep looking right at your knees. Good job. fun. Put the ball down, put your feet down. Okay, you guys, come up to standing and bring this ball to the back of your mat, okay? And you're behind it. We're gonna go into some planking now, all right? So you all love this, I think. And it's definitely fun with the ball, okay? So bring yourself up and over the ball with, carefully is what I want to say. I want you to start with the tops of your legs on the top of the ball, okay? So we're not going to walk out with our calves or our shins or our feet on the ball yet. Go ahead and place your hands shoulder width apart. Legs are together, strong and straight behind you. So you don't want to be here. Lift your belly up, press away out of your hands. Here you are. From here, we're going to bend our elbows down to the floor, press ourselves back, lift the legs behind us, and pull back through to that plank. Bend and press back as you lift the legs, pull back through to your plank. So little extension of the upper back here, and pull back through with the support of the ball underneath you. Bend, lift the legs, and pull back through. One more time. Bend, lift the legs, and pull back through. Belly button up. All right, here we go. We're gonna walk out to the edge of your mat. I like to put the heels of my hands on the edge of my mat and then my fingers on the floor. That's just kind of nice on my wrist, a little bit less pressure. All right, but that brought me to where my knees are on the ball. So I'm going to just resituate here, bending my knees in to get my shins onto the ball. You can come all the way to the tops of your feet if you want. Lift your belly button up, squeeze your glutes. Here we go. Bend your knees, knees to nose, round the spine, straighten out to plank. Bend, straighten out to your plank. Bend, and straighten. Bend, lift your belly button up. Bend, and straighten. Hold it here. Find that ball underneath your feet. You're gonna lift the hips, hike them up over your shoulders like a handstand. Straight legs, push your feet down into the ball. Come back to plank. Lift it up. Back to plank. One more. Lift it up. Hold, hold, hold.
Yeah, I'm not ready for a pike yet.
Come
so
back
I'll hold
to
on my
plank.
legs here.
You're not done. Get that ball under your shins if you need. We bend, knees to nose, back to plank. Knees to nose, back to plank. Knees to nose, back to plank. One more, knees to nose, back to plank. Walk your hands back. Start to scoot yourself back onto the ball where you started. You might be farther back your mat, that's okay. I'm sure you guys can see me. And you've got the tops of your legs onto the ball here, okay? From here, we go back into that upper back extension. Bend the elbows down to the mat, pick your legs back up behind you, and pull through. Bend, and pull through. Bend, lift the legs, and pull through. One more, bend, and pull through. All right, you guys, ready for one more? You're gonna walk it back out to your plank. So walking back out, you want your shins or the tops of your feet on the top of the ball. You're gonna bend your knees here. All right, you're gonna lift the left leg straight behind you. So find your stability. And then bend the left knee in, straighten the right leg. Bend and straighten, alternating. Go for 3 and 2. Last one. Bend both knees in and bring both legs up to the top of the ball. Resituate if you need to. All right, here we go. For 5. Straighten the right leg back. Bend and straighten. Alternating. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Both knees in. Onto the into your plank. 3 push-ups. Down and up. Elbows go back towards your waistband. Belly button up. That's it. Walk your hands back. Carefully. I'm going to come away from the camera here, okay? And bring it all the way down. Okay. So I'm going to walk back over.
Are you laughing at
Onto your
Mommy?
knees. Let's start with your ball on your left side. Knees hip width apart. I'm just going to do some side stretches as if we don't do a little bit of side work for the side body. I feel like it's not complete. So press that left hand down as we stretch the right arm up overhead. And lift. And stretch. And lift. So that's just a teaser of little things that we can do. Kind of string them together. You can always do more reps. Spend more time in each if you want, or repeat the whole segment. As I stretch over, I'm trying to root my right knee down into the floor. Pull the shoulder away from the ear to get a bigger stretch on that side. Go ahead and just put your ball onto your right side. Give yourself some space.
All right, Mommy's going to do what she wants now.
Pressing the ball down and away.
Let's see.
And reach up and over. Pull the belly in. And back. And reach. And back. So another thing is awesome about Pilates is that in everything that we're doing, in the middle of an exercise, we're lengthening at the same time that we're strengthening. So you don't actually have to spend a lot of time at the end of your session with sort of static stretches. You've done dynamic stretches the whole time. So here, even as we're stretching, this side is working because I'm pressing down into the ball and trying to lift up and out of that bottom waistband, yeah? And pull it back in. All right, so that's my little plug. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more energized. Thanks for joining and moving with me. Be sure to leave me any comments and what you would love to see more of, and I will make sure to read all of those and subscribe to the channel, okay? So, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye! If you guys liked this video and you want to see more, I invite you to come to my website at gonaventuringpilates.com and register for free. The link is in the description of this video. Join me for more adventures and let's have fun moving together.
Good job being patient.
okay to be so stressed and overwhelmed that you feel like you need to talk to someone about it. And by that, I mean going to therapy. Lately, the transition from college into post-grad and working full-time and adulting has been really stressful. It's a lot of change. And so I've been using BetterHelp to help guide me through this huge transitional time in my life, and I've been loving it. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with a professional, licensed therapist in as little as 48 hours from setting. The therapist I've been talking to specializes in work-life balance, stress, overwhelm, and self-care.
Hello, my
so it was the
little
perfect match
darling.
for me. I also wanted a Christian therapist,
Look at you just
so when I
chilling.
was signing up, I was
Oh,
able to
hello.
select and search for Christian therapists, just so we could
so
have that same
gorgeous.
background and that same foundation.
Yes, you
The
are.
service is available available to clients worldwide, and you can log in and send a message to your therapist at any time. You'll get a thoughtful and timely response, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't have to sit in a comfortable waiting room like with traditional therapy. And BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to switch therapists anytime if needed. So I highly encourage you all to check out BetterHelp if you're interested and start your therapy journey today.
Oh, more football.
Ready or not, what do you have up for today? Today we are going to be focusing on creating a supple spine. So as we use the football to improve our balance, strengthen our core, and build lean muscle tissue, we are going to also use the contours, softness, and support that ball gives us to encourage our spine to move in all its different directions. And of course, like always, we will be working head to toe, back body, side body, front body, using the whole system. So join me on that, and let's move together. Let's get going. You come to seated on your ball, and you're going to start bouncing. So this is kind of funny. We don't usually do this, but it's fun. And it's not a bad idea to do once in a while, because believe it or not, it really does work. And something that works the springs in your system, and it works your vestibular system in your brain, which is a huge part of your balance. So it is good to rock that up sometimes, like similar kids, splits and climbing and hanging upside down, and basically constantly asking that interior level to find the balance, to find equal. And you stop doing that as you get older, and so it's good to challenge that. And this is also very good for your spine. So just have fun with it, bouncing. You can turn your head from left to right. You can close your eyes. Again, that's more challenge to that vestibular system as you're bouncing. Yeah, just have fun with it, kind of loosen up. No rigidity in the body, not for the moment. Okay, and let's start to slow the bounce down. And
Almost done.
Okay, from here,
Such a kitty.
I'm just going to turn to the side so you can get a better view on it.
Hi.
And what we're going to do is bring your hands just onto the front of your hips here, your feet slightly forward, and we're going to tuck the pelvis, and then send it into an interior tilt or an arch. So posterior tilt, so tucking, like a puppy tucking its tail, and then sending the tail back behind you. Pulling it under and sending it back. It's really nice, I think, to do this on the ball because the ball moves with your motion, so you can really feel if you're moving the pelvis. Sometimes we've got a really sticky kind of juncture there with that pelvis, especially if we spend time standing a lot or sitting a lot. It gets sticky. So it's good to unstick that between hips and pelvis. Good. Scoop that low belly as you pull the tail under, sending the ball forward, and then send the ball back behind you, sending the tail back away from you. Okay. Find your neutral here. Same thing, we're going to go side to side. So kind of shifting your hips, right? Sending one sit bone off to the side. Okay, and it's nice with your hands there. You can really feel what's happening in the hips. And you can also feel when you pass through neutral and the hips are level. That's really important when you come back into our lift. Okay, find your neutral here, and now we're going to do circles. So scoop and then send to the left, send the tail back, go around to the right, and keep going in that direction. Yeah, so circling around the left for the moment, just kind of liberating the pelvis, the lumbar spine, and let's reverse. Circle around to the right, scoop, And send the tail back. So still working through that posterior tilt, anterior tilt. Good. And one more time all the way through. And find your neutral. Okay. Bounce a little bit more. Just kind of release all of that. Let your arms down and swing a little bit. Okay, let's come up standing. So, you're gonna come up standing. You're gonna face your ball. Come to the back of your mat. Bring your ball just against your shins here, and we're gonna start with some nice roll downs. So I just bring my fingertips up to the top of the ball. Take an inhale here with an exhale. I'm gonna roll the ball out in front of me and bring my spine into a long flat back reaching. My ears are in between my biceps. My forearms are on the ball. Arms are straight, tails pressing back behind me, sit bones lifting up. Big inhale here, and then exhale. Now I'm gonna round my spine, pull my tail through my legs, let my head drop, so the top of my head's looking down at the ball. I'm looking more at my belly. And then inhale, reach the spine out long, bring the ears in between the biceps. Careful that your shoulders pull down here, so don't let them creep up to your ears. Big inhale. And exhale, scoop that low belly, draw the tail through the legs, round. One more time. Inhale, reach the spine long. And exhale, round the spine, pulling it back. Good. From here, we're going to inhale and just roll the ball out a little bit. Taking our weight slightly forward into our hands. Spread your hands wide. Find your hands on the side a bit of the ball. Bring your shoulders right over your wrist, and now you're balancing your body weight in between hands, hips, and feet here. Okay? So we're going to hold this here, and we're going to reach our right leg long and backward behind us. Point the toes, keep the toes on the floor. So careful that as we're going to lift that leg, careful as you lift the leg.
I'm not following that video at all. I'm just
send all
improvising, doing what feels good.
You want that right arm to be strong and pressing down into the ball. Lift and lower. Tap the toes. Lift and lower.
Alrighty.
3,
I think I'm about done.
2, tap.
Yes.
1, tap. Bring the foot back under. Okay. Stabilize yourself again with those 4 points. We're going to reach that left leg back and long, toes on the floor for now. And now we're going to lift that 4th peg off, but keep your stability down the midline. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Pull from the fold of the glutes. Lift, tap. One more time. Lift,
Cow, and then I'll be all done.
down. Whoa, I lost it on that one. And then bring your foot back under, okay? From here, come down onto your knees on the mat. And then you're going to bring your belly onto the ball and just roll slightly forward so that your legs are straight and your hands or fingertips are down on the mat in front of you. Okay. So I've got my toes onto the floor behind me here. Point your right toes again. Broaden your collarbones in front of you. Pull your stacks back. We're going to lift the leg up, tap down. Lift it up, tap down. As you lift, make sure that your pubic bone stays in contact with the ball. So slight posterior tilt here. Drawing the low belly in. One more. Lower. Hold this here. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. We're going to lift and lower. So it's kind of like you're trying to stamp the bottom of your foot up onto the ceiling above you. Lift and lower. Lift. Lower. 2. Lower. 1. Lower. Reach the leg long. All right, now we're not done with that leg. Keep the toes pointed. All right, you're going to reach your left arm long. Keep your fingers on the mat for right now. And we're going to lift left arm, right leg. Lower tap. Lift. Lower tap. So keeping your body weight balancing over your midline. Directly between nose, belly button, and pubic bone. That's it. 3, lower, 2, lower, 1, lower. Good job. Point your left toes. Ready, lift, tap. Lift, the ball. Lower, bend the knee,
All right.
lift, lower, lift, lower. Broaden the chest. Keep those collarbones wide. Go for 2. Lower. 1. Lower. Straighten the leg, toes are pointed. Reach the right arm long, fingertips touch the floor. Ready? Lift opposite leg and arm.
Done.
Lower. Lift.
Right, bit of Pilates, ball, and yoga wheel.
Lift.
Done, done, done.
Lower.